Hey guys, in this video I want to create a game, and so this game will just determine if the number is even or odd. So this is a game to determine if a number is even or odd, and let's go ahead and begin here. So first I'm going to create my main function. And mind you, I am going to be doing this on the fly. I just thought this may be fun to create. I'm probably going to need stdio.h. I'm not sure what else yet. So let's see, we want to print is the number, and we'll say like 2 for now, even. So we press 0 for even, and I press 0, or odd, press 1. Okay, and we're gonna have to scan the user input. We'll call it input, and I need the ampersand, and I need to create that input variable. Copy and paste that here. Okay. And what we also want, we don't want this number to be 2, but I'm gonna go ahead and run this for now. And let's call it game even or odd. Okay, so good. So far, so good. What we want to make sure is that the user inputs either a 0 or 1. Because right now, I can input 2, and we don't want that. So let's see, while the input does not equal 0, and the input does not equal 1, we're going to print \n, please, and I'll put \n there. Please enter either 0 for even or 1 for odd. Okay, and then we're going to need them to scan in again. So let's check to make sure they're putting in the right number. 2. Please enter either 0 for even or 1 for odd. I'm going to put in 2 again. So good, we can at least see that we're getting that. Loop, let's put in 1. Okay, good. And it gets out. So let's see. I put a space there, so that's why it looked like it was indented. And let's see what it looks like now. Okay. And I kind of want a semicolon there as well. Not semicolon, a colon, to make it look a little bit better. Yes. Okay. So that's good. We at least guarantee our input's going to be that. Also, I want this number here, this 2, I want it to be a variable. And so that way the variable can change. And let's run it. So yes, it's the number 3 even. But I don't want it to just be some constant. I want it to be a random number. And so to do that, we're going to have to include another library. So we're going to include stdlib.h, standard library.h. And this has things like the rand function, time_t, data type. So I'm going to initialize the random number generator. And to do that, we use the function sran, which is another function here as well. So sran, let me see, unsigned. We're going to use the time function. And we're going to need to put in a variable for the time function. So I need to create that too as well. So the time function, well, let's see, time_t. We're going to call it t. And so now time taken t. And so now we've initialized the random number generator. And actually, I'm going to put this here as well, because we're going to need all of this to initialize the random number generator. Okay, and so now we can use rand. And let's see to make sure it's random. Oh, we have a problem. And let's see what's the problem here. Oh, right here. I have to put in the address and not the actual variable. So there we go. Perfect. So we get 3038. Let's run it again. We get 3071. So you can see that this is working. 3091. Okay. But I want it to not be so big, so let's mod it by 100. So now we just get numbers 0 to 99. So we get 26. Run it again, we get 43. So we see that's working. And also I don't like keep clicking this over and over again. So let's create a loop so we can change the variable. So for I equals 0, so that means I'm going to need an integer variable I. Let's see, I is going to be less than, I'm going to put number of problems here. So we're going to need a variable called number of problems. I'm going to set it equal to 10 for now. Actually, let's set it equal to 5. I++. And we're going to put everything that's here. No, everything that's in here. We're going to put this whole thing in this for loop. And I'm just moving things around so it looks a little bit better. So I can see where the for loop begins and ends. Oops. There we go. So now we run this. Let's see, we get 1, 1, up. So you see the loop is running. And like there's a few little bugs in the program here. When we ran it just now, we saw that the random number, although it changes every time I start it, it doesn't change during this loop, and we need it to. So in the loop, what we're going to do is we're going to have to change our number variable. So now each time it should change. What I call it, num. So let's see 1. So now we see it actually changing. Okay, so it ran 5 times. Let's try this. 0, 2, 2, 2, 3. I'm sorry, 4. Let's try 1. Good. And that's 1, 2, 3 times it's been 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the 5th one here. I'll put in 0, and it should be done. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to run it just normally. Is the number 21 even or odd? The number 21 is even, so I'm going to press 0. Is the number 11 even or odd? It's odd. So obviously the first one is not even. This is definitely odd. Next one here is even and odd. So what we want to do is we want to have a score now. I want to see 1 incorrect and 4 correct. So let's create some more variables. Correct equals 0 and incorrect equals 0. Before we even determine if it's correct or not, we know if the number is in fact even or odd. So let's create a function. Function determines if the number is even or odd, comma, returns 0 for even and returns 1 for odd. So I'm going to call it, it's going to be an integer, so it's going to turn 1 and 0. I'm going to call it is odd. Take in an integer value. Okay. And now I'm going to create it here. And what it's going to return is x mod 2. Because if x is even, that would be a 0. And if x is odd, this will return a 1. So now to determine if our user guess is correct or not, we need to check. So let's see here, we need to check if user input is correct or not, correct or incorrect. So if the input is equal to is odd of num, then correct plus plus. We increment correct by 1. Else we increment incorrect by 1. And let's see here, we want to print, let's see, \n. We'll put some stars there to make it look a little fancy. You got %d correct and %d incorrect. And period, put a \n here. And we'll put correct and incorrect. And let's go ahead and run this. And it doesn't like the semicolon there because I need to put a comma. And now let's run it. Okay, is the number 7 even or odd? It's odd. Odd, even. Oh, I put 2. So that's good. 0 for even. 0 for even. 1 for odd. So I got 5 correct and 0 incorrect. Well, that's good. And I think that was actually kind of easy. So maybe I can make this, maybe I could time this. So let's add some time to this. So for time, we use the time.h library. And this will give us functions like the clock function and the clock underscore t data type. So let's go ahead and create that. We're gonna need the time. Well, we're gonna need the clock underscore t data type. We'll call it start. So it's gonna be our start time, and I guess we're also gonna need a finish time. We're gonna know we're finished down here. So I'm gonna just kind of copy this and paste it here. But instead of me calling it start, this is gonna be end. And let's see, time spent is going to be equal to the end minus the start time divided by clocks per second. And this right here is also from this time.h. So let's run this, see, make sure I didn't mess anything up. Okay, seems to compile. And let's add the time here in the print statement. So you got %d correct and %d incorrect in %lf seconds. And I'm going to put these little stars there, make it look pretty. And let's put in time spent. And let's see. Are we finally done? Is the number 49 even or odd? It's odd, and that's going to be even, odd. And you got 5 correct and 0 incorrect in 9.831 seconds. So let me see if I can beat 9.831 seconds. I'm going to just write that down. And let's go again. Okay. Uh-oh, I don't think I'm going to beat it. All right, let's go. Now, is the number 60 even or odd? It's even, odd, even. Yes. So I got 5 correct and 0 incorrect in 5.894 seconds. Maybe there should be a score as well. You know, because if I had gotten 1 incorrect and still did a better time, you know, doesn't mean that I beat my last score or my last game. So of course we can add in score. And I don't know, maybe the more time we spend, I don't know what the calculation should be. Score, maybe under here. Score is going to be equal to incorrect times time spent. So now we get 0 incorrect. We get a low score. So let's do correct. And so if we got 1 correct, our score is lower. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's what I use for the score. And we're going to put here your score is %d. And we're going to put score. So now let's run it. 94, even, oops, odd, odd. Your score is 41. You got 5 correct and 0 incorrect in 8.39 seconds. So now let's go again, but this time we're just going to get okay. So now my score is 8. Kind of cheating, but hey, it's a game. So thank you guys. I hope this was fun and hope it was useful. I will see you guys in the next video.